This is not the way we wanted to start the work week on our new job. I don't know how much rain we got last night, but it's a bunch. It's definitely too wet to run the skidder. It's probably gonna be too wet to run the skidder the next couple of days, which is an extreme inconvenience with everything we got going on this week. As you can tell here, roads, the Ranger's even having trouble getting around. It's slipping and sliding. Now I'm gonna come back here and do some cutting and get some trees on the ground to try to get things started anyway. Back to these roads. This is a recreation property. That's all this property is. It's used for hunting. Just the first night in, these roads are full of deer tracks, coyote tracks, coon tracks, possums. These roads are kind of the rough draft right now, being put in with the skidder. Now, when we're done cutting in this area, we'll come back with a new 333, and we'll do the fine tuning on these roads. Then we'll come back in and do seed prep, lay down a clover blend is what the landowners requested, so that's what we'll put down on these log roads. So I'm going to start out, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to start putting some of these big white oak on the ground. Then I'm probably going to finish up with some walnut over here closer to where the skidder's at. Originally we wanted to start all the way back here and work our way back to the skidder, but I'm just going to come back here. I'm going to try to get some of these bigger oak down, and then just get some of those walnut over there, because it seems like the ground was a little better shape over there than it was on this point. So maybe if we get some wind today, they said the sun might shine later, but I have my doubts. So maybe it'll help dry that out a little bit on that hill. Who knows? We'll see. Now the reason I left all that hold on that side was to pull that tree right in that hole right there. It had a hard lean going back towards this black oak you see there, and that's not what we wanted to do. So that's why I come down and left all that there hold, and as it went to fall, it helped pull it over this way. So always kind of a method with the madness. That's a pretty good white oak right there. That's probably the best one I've cut yet. Some pretty good trees on this point. This one here behind us, it doesn't go. Of course, a lot of these ain't any good. I didn't mark them. Out there's one of them. That's a big tree. It looks pretty rough up at the top. Old lightning scar. It had some things going on at the bottom, so that was the reason I didn't put it down on paper and mark it. It's been a long time since I cut any of this stuff here. This is what we call black oak. It's not really a true northern red. It doesn't have the quality as the true northern reds, which we don't have a lot of that stuff in our part of the world. But as far as black oak goes, that's a pretty good one right there. Now you'll see on my hinge there, we just kind of left 2 tabs. I come back in. This stuff seems to bust really easy, and again, I'm no pro at using a hinge, but I'm trying to be pretty precise with where I'm putting my tree tops on this job. So a lot of the oak I am using a hinge with. Walnut, less than 5% will get a hinge. My bore and spurs is a preferred method on that, but good sized trees. You can see there where I didn't quite get everything cut on that little side, just pulled a little sliver, not enough to hurt it. But again, I'm not a pro with using a hinge by any means, and I don't like it. I don't feel completely comfortable cutting everything with it. I still it makes me nervous a lot of times, so I'm more prone to just bore cutting and clipping spurs. But I'm trying to put all these tops I can back in this draw here. Of course, got a little walnut there. It cut bad, as you can see. I was trying to kind of follow it up in there, and I knew the snag would probably hang it up anyway. But we can just pull it right down. Now, right in here where it's real rocky, it's not too bad as far as ground conditions. I think this obviously probably drains pretty well. So probably in the morning we'll let it set the rest of the day right here. I'm going to try to lay a bunch more trees we got a nice little mixture. Walnut, I've cut some white oak, of course this black oak here. So it's a good little mixture, but it's primarily walnut down this draw. All the white oak's kind of back over there where I started this morning on that point, which it's sloppy muddy over there. So it might be closer to the end of the week or next week before we get a drag any of it out. I don't know yet. It's pretty nasty. It does feel good to get out here and do some cutting though. That's one thing I am happy to do. It's nice just to come up here and kind of knock down trees at your own pace. Dad's not with me this morning. It's just me out here. But I'm going to meet Dad here in a little bit. I think we're going to go look at some walnut timber down in the Lockwood, Missouri area this afternoon. So I just wanted to get out here and get a jump on this and put some trees on the ground. And everything's kind of cutting about like I kind of thought it would. We've definitely cut some bad trees, but that was no secret. But a lot of them are cutting pretty good. So high hopes. Hey guys, if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.